The Super Falcons are into the quarterfinals. Algeria are just a game away from getting into the knockout stages. These are the details of the second day of the round 2 of the Total Energies Women's African Cup of Nations. Attention football fans, welcome back to this great channel where we give you all the updates of everything happening in Morocco. If you are here, make sure you subscribe, because according to my analytics, it says that over 90% of you who watch our videos are not subscribers. And I don't think it's fair enough. So please subscribe, because it helps us to bring you more content just like these. Let's just get into the first game of Group B, which happened today between Algeria and Tunisia, two North African sides who are meeting for the first time on the continental stage. Well, the game began with a very high intensity because both teams have everything to play for. Algeria needs at least a draw to put them in a great position to make it out of the group. And for Tunisia, they needed all 3 points so that they can still have hopes that they will be in the tournament. Now, while the game was pretty intense, it was an end-to-end football. You could see that Algeria was trying on the attack, and also Tunisia was replying same. But in the end, a lot of things happened. Algeria stuck to their game plan. They prevented Tunisia from scoring. But I think that more kudos should be given to Tunisia for preventing Algeria from scoring, because the game, as it were, Algeria got a lot of good chances. But fortunately for Tunisia, they had a very great goalkeeper in the name of Jabrani, and she really did quite well. I mean, if you look at your screen, you'll be seeing a lot of saves that she did to prevent Algeria from scoring. She was the reason why Algeria took home a point from this game. And at the end, she was awarded the player of the match. It was duly deserved, and this made her the first goalkeeper in this tournament to win the player of the match award. Now, it also means that the game between Algeria and Tunisia becomes the first game in this tournament to give us a goalless draw. For what happened in the first games of round 2, we're thinking that the goal first was going to continue, but unfortunately, nothing happened in this game. But all too soon, the game ended in a goalless draw, and Algeria will be happy that they got a point, because at this point, as it stands, they are almost through to the knockout rounds. But let's just move to the second match of the day, which was between Nigeria and Botswana. Well, Nigeria Super Falcons came into the game as favorites to win this game. Of course, we saw that the coach didn't make so much changes to his starting lineup from the previous game. And we were thinking that probably per what we saw in the first game, we're going to see the likes of Esther Okoronkwo to start the game as well. But unfortunately, she didn't start. But Botswana came in with a very good game plan. They came in with one motive: prevent Nigeria from scoring and take the chances when you get them. They did well in preventing Nigeria from scoring for almost 90% of the game, until it had to take an intelligent play. I mean, I think this goal is the best team goal I've ever seen so far in this tournament. Just look at the sequence of the ball from where they started the passes from the midfield all the way to the forward. And Esther Okoronkwo, oh my God, this girl is a baller. This girl is a baller. Just the way she cuts in and lays the pass, Charlie. See, my friends who are in Morocco, if you see Esther, please tell her that I said. You see, she's really very good, and I don't know how. I'm sure that by now a lot of teams will be looking out for her, but she was the turning point again, super sub, just as she did in the first game. She set out a beautiful goal for A as well, and she too, very great forward. She was able to time her run, and all she had to do was just push her legs forward, and then she was able to get that goal into the back of the net to make sure that Nigeria becomes the first team to qualify to the quarterfinals of this competition. As things stands, they are through to the quarterfinals, and they are also sitting comfortably at the top of Group B. So this was what happened in match day 5 of the Women's African Cup of Nations. Now, match day 6 will resume tomorrow, where we will see Ghana, South Africa, Tanzania, and Mali in action. We'll be bringing you a preview of the game between Ghana and Mali. So make sure you subscribe and stay tuned. And until I see you in the next video, remember that it is important that your athletes get the best branding ever. So hit up Sika Digital Marketing Agencies and they would help you brand your athletes and make sure that your athlete gets the best PR that he or she deserves. See you in the next video. I'm Selassie. I'm just a guy who loves women's football. Cheers.